Question number 19. The length of the sides of a right angle triangle are x, x plus 2, and x plus 4 centimeters, maybe, or the unit is not given. Okay. Calculate the value of x. We are given the length of three sides of a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, uh, we have three sides named as hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular, or hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. Out of these three, I have to first of all figure out which one of these can be the hypotenuse. So as we know, hypotenuse is the longest side in a right angle triangle, so this becomes the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse. Out of x and x plus 2, I can consider any one as my base. I can consider this as my base. So then in that situation, I'll consider this as the perpendicular. If you want, you may consider x as your base, then you will consider x plus 2 as your perpendicular. That doesn't matter. So in order to find out the value of x, first of all, I need to construct an equation in terms of x. So for that, I'll be using Pythagoras theorem to construct the equation. This is the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse is x plus 4 square equals to base is x plus 2 square, and perpendicular is going to be x square. X plus 4 whole square, I'll expand this using the first identity. So this will be x square plus 8x plus 16. In my previous video, I have mentioned it quite a number of times that how to expand a bracket using the first identity. So I've expanded all. Now I'll just arrange the equation. I'll bring everything on the same side so that I have an equation, and then I'll solve it to find out the value of x. So I'll move x square, 8x, and 16 to the right hand side. When I move them all to the other side, so on this side we have 2x square. This x square comes with 2x square and start subtracting. Then I have 4x over here, and when 8x moves over there, it becomes minus 8x. I have plus 4 over here already, and when 16 is moved to this side, it becomes minus 16. So altogether, this will be x square minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, and there are a number of ways of solving a quadratic equation. And if we can do it with the factorization, there's nothing like that. So since we can apply middle term breaking, so I'll be applying middle term breaking. This is x minus 6. 2 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now I can take x minus 6 common from both of them, then x plus 2 is remaining. X minus 6 can be equal to 0, and x plus 2 can be equal to 0 as well. So from here, I can say x equals to 6, and from here I can say x equals to minus 2. There are two values of x. Definitely both of them cannot be correct. Only one of them will be correct. So the correct value is going to be x equals to 6, because x equals to minus 2 is negative. So this value is not possible to be assigned to a length. Lengths cannot be negative. That is why I'll discard x equals to minus 2, and I only consider x equals to 6. After doing part A, in part B, they're asking us find the perimeter of the triangle. Perimeter of a triangle, sum of the length of all the sides of a triangle. I have two values of x. What are the lengths of the sides of a triangle? The lengths of the sides of a triangle are x, x plus 2, and x plus 4. I do not want the value of the perimeter in terms of x. I know the value of x that I've just calculated. X is 6. So x plus 2 is actually 6 plus 2, which means this whole is going to be 8. And again, x over here is 6. So 6 plus 4 is equals to 10. The length of the sides of the triangle are 6, 8, and 10. You can show proper working steps for the calculation of the length of the sides, but there is no need as such. I'll just 6, 8, and 10. I'll add them for the perimeter. 6 plus 8 plus 10 perimeter is going to be 24 unit. That's it. This is question number 9 for the parts.